Welcome to Outbreak, the new nightmare. So this is going to be the single player run that I've talked about. I've mentioned this with Phoenix and stuff. I'm going to try to read all the documents here and then we're going to get the various combinations to the puzzles. So this is going to be similar to what I did with the sequel to this, which is Nightmare Chronicles. So character-wise, real quick, if you're going to play this on single player, there are three characters you might want to play. The first of which I recommend is Harry, number 2 is Lydia, and number 3 is Hank. From what I've seen after playing this in multiplayer, those seem to be the three strongest characters in the game, and not exactly by small margins. So for Lydia, she is really good with pistols, and that's the most common ammo you're going to get. For Hank, main thing is he has the boosted crit chance, so as you level him up, he's more likely to deal bonus damage, and then his rifle and shotgun are pretty good. You'll find some of that ammo lying around. Grenades, sometimes. It's possible that's actually on every level, it's just I haven't seen it on every level yet. And then finally you have Harry, who's really good with firearms in general, so handguns included. His rifles are really good, his magnums are pretty good. And for these, they don't have any sort of really debilitating debuff for their... I don't know what you want to call it exactly. The worst one is probably Lydia with melee damage. But yeah, we're going to go with Harry because of the 6 items. That is really important on Outbreak, this level in particular, just because it's going to minimize the amount of backtracking you have to do, which in turn will speed things up. So without further ado, we're jumping in. Harry is going to start with a fire axe because he's supposed to be a firefighter. We're going to drop that axe as soon as we hit the ground. And this is probably the most annoying level of the entire game, sadly, which is the first one. It is a freaking labyrinth, and in retrospect, it would have been better to have played this on single player first, just so I can get a feel for the area and so on. So, you want to grab the items in the surrounding area. This is normal mode, so I'm leaving the painkillers. They gave us 2, which is really generous. So are we able to read this? So we'll start here. Visitor's Journal. I'm really nervous. After being out of school for nearly 6 months, I finally managed to land an interview in a shipping magnet. It's only for a receptionist position, but still a start. They said my interview will be with the CEO and then another senior executive. I was told there would also be some light traveling involved when they need assistance on business trips. I'm hoping I'll be able to see Europe. Alright, I'm ready. Leaving the hotel and heading off. Wish me luck. And she was never heard from again. So, here's the handgun. So there'll... I think without exception there'll at least be a pistol in your starting area. Hit R to reload if you're playing this on keyboard, right bumper if you're playing this with a controller like I am. So in single player, the game is paused right now. You don't have to worry about the zombies or what have you coming at you or respawning. Guess log. Ingrid, Forrester, Aisha, Alejandra, Colin, Mitch. I don't know if those are references to something in particular. Grabbing the handgun ammo. So, you can combine your items on an empty slot to unload them. That's handy on single player mode just because you don't have to juggle more items than you have to. And by the way, use the map. When you see this yellow icon, that means there's a weapon. Blue is healing, and then orange ones are ammo. We're looking for the red dots. So I was hoping for an ammo thing here. 6, 7. So you'll notice I've put some points into Harry, or some time into him since he's starting out at a higher level. I would not recommend tackling this one fresh. Urban is by far the best level 2 grind and crap on. So here we have the shotgun. Just peek at your map. I don't see any orange dots, so that means there's no ammo lying around for us. Handgun ammo stacks in piles of 50. Hit F for flashlight. I don't know what the button is on the controller. Okay, it's the right stick. So push that in order to turn your flashlight on and off. So I'm looking for the documents for the story purposes. That's the main reason for doing this. Otherwise, I strongly recommend playing this level on multiplayer just so you have more people to juggle the item space with. Wrong thing. So that pop you hear, the really weird one, that's a critical hit. Hank is the most likely one to get those. Elena being the worst one, but not impossible. So I hear footsteps. This is a fat zombie, it sounds like. Fire Warden's Memo. Attention all, during construction we will be undergoing periods where the fire suppression system will be offline. We have done our best to allocate additional fire extinguishers across the building. They are your best line of defense in the very unlikely scenario there will be where a fire breaks out. Fire wards will be checking these devices weekly to ensure thorough operation. If you notice any defective devices, please notify a member of management immediately. We appreciate your patience during this time as we work to overhaul the building. Thank you. So, unfortunately there are multiple keys, and I don't know the exact order to go get all of them. I'm gonna try to go to accounting first. I hear the zombie behind me. I think that counted as a hit. So this is not the area I want to go to. The zombies will spawn infinitely, so you can't linger for too long. I have exactly enough to combine into a stack of 50. So I pull up the map just in case there's stuff hidden in blind spots. It'll be marked on your map if the character sees it. As I run out of ammo, I'm probably going to use more evasive tactics. So the first key is over here. That allows us to open the server room. Here we go, office journal. We've all been rushing for the upcoming deadline. After they took all these extra orders just to help raise the stock price, they told us we didn't have the manpower or bandwidth to complete the orders. That's when the mandatory overtime set in. I'm honestly not sure how much longer we can keep doing this. Manager's journal. It's an absolute pain to carry the key to the server room. I constantly have to let people in and out as well as accompany deliveries. I've asked them multiple times to move these away from my responsibilities, but they just won't change things. Oh well, at least access to the room is easy from my desk, just right down the southern hallway. Okay. Not seeing anything I can pick up. I don't want to go that way yet. So the server room is down here, and you can see that there's a blue item marked here, so there's a healing item right here in my blind spot. I thought there was another way out of here. Oh well. Yeah, I see it back there now. Ipecac is used to cure poison. Not really a fan of it. I'm going to ditch the painkillers here. Grabbing the shotgun, combine this empty space to get the shells out. You can see the zombies can open doors. So the server room is this way. Maintenance Upkeep Journal. We're doing a subpar job of keeping the core facilities up to date on inspections due to the financial issues the company is undergoing. Still can't believe they decided a full renovation was a good idea given the state of the business and our lack of free cash flow. I've been working with our vendor partners to get the best deals on goods and services, but there's just no way to balance this. We're going to be taking out a huge loan in the next quarter just to cover it, but who knows how we'll pay it back. At least the executives have been pushing hard for new business. These new contracts seem like they could really yield results. But should we really be involved in something this volatile? Be careful with crawling zombies. They are annoying as all hell. You have to aim down to hit them. Even though they're on the ground, that doesn't necessarily mean they're weaker than a normal zombie, for example. And when the EXP prompt appears, that's how you know the zombie is indeed dead again. So we got some ammo for this room. Not sure if I got the door closed or not. And there is auto-aim, I should point out, in case there's a zombie in your blind spot. One of the experiments has invisible enemies, so that's your way of actually finding them. Heart key or lockpick for that door. How am I for? Not good. Workers' rant. I'm sick and tired of the snack situation around here. Do you realize our competitors offer free drinks and food all day? And keep in mind, competitors there should not have the apostrophe. We can never hope to compete at their level unless we can attract top talent, and that talent demands free food. I'm going to schedule time with the CEO to discuss this issue. They weren't open to my idea for providing a free TV in every cube, but I believe they'll see reason here. This is the company's best interest. I know it will help double profits. Round angled key. That's in the server room, I believe. I see ammo right here. So on a level like this, making sure you grab every bullet is kind of important. Some of the other levels are a bit more forgiving. So you can see the arms coming through here. Need the clover key for that one so they're not opening it. So I passed up some ammo here. So, behind me. Can we get in here? No. I guess that door is just there for decoration. So we'll peek right here, because you can see there's a healing item. Sometimes there'll be ammo or something else. Round angled key. Oh. That's this thing. So you have a fat zombie. I probably should have just used the shotgun on this guy. Admin's note. Phil keeps taking the key that locks the larger room to the west of the server room. He's always in the cafeteria and continually makes it difficult to get people in and out of the secure area. We've been having a great deal of construction, and the hallway was blocked yesterday. Had to go up through the central hub and use the northwestern door to get to the cafeteria hallway. This is incredibly frustrating. I should just steal his key and be done with this. So that's basically tips on how to navigate to the various places. Round angled key. So here we have assault rifle ammo. I'm going to leave this here because I think I may be coming back here. I don't know if I can open this door yet. Ornate key. So There are a lot of keys you need on this level, which is why I recommend doing this one on multiplayer, in case you're wondering. Nothing else over there. Got the clover key. So hold on. Isn't this the clover door right here? Ornate, that's what it was. Clover was back in the hallway. We'll swing over there in a moment. Harry's one weakness is that he can't combine items, which is actually completely meaningless on the harder difficulties. The highest one is one-hit kill, so it's not really a penalty. Purchase order. Thank you for shopping with electronics and more. Your purchase order is included below. For any warranty requests, please contact your sales contact. 10 server blade series 2 racks, 20 5TB hard drives, 28 gig RAM sticks, as we delivered within 1 to 2 business days. Thank you for your order. Yada yada yada. So here's the rifle. That's the DMR too, which is the really, really nice one. So what we're going to do is we're going to run back here and try to use the clover key and see what it does. And keep in mind, while we haven't seen the zombies for a little while, that does not mean they are no longer respawning or anything like that. So, I believe this is the locked door. So I may drop the pistol soon. And this one's a little bit of a pain to navigate just because of the camera angles. So there's the knife, melee weapon, that's the stronger of the melees. It's the more effective of the two, I'd say. The axe is supposed to have better crowd control, but it's so short range, I do not recommend it. And of course that's what Harry starts with. Like, that would be the one weakness of this character, I'd say. So that's an irradiated zombie, it can poison you. Ipecac to cure the poison. Trying to get in here. So, I'm just using the map to see if there's any items. I'm also a little disappointed that there doesn't seem to be anything to read in here, which means this whole trip is a little wasted. Crud, didn't mean to open that. Anyway, fastest way is to go this way. In terms of handgun ammo, I have 2 clips left. And I'm going to unlock this from this side. So that was a heart key. The area where we need to go is the cafeteria. That's storage of materials. Okay. So in order to get there, we have to go through here, down that hall. That's the fire warden memo, we've covered that. I don't know if I read that thing there. HR file. We've had multiple instances reported of workplace theft. It's primarily focused around small items on desks and other public areas. We are working with the security staff to add CCTV cameras and other measures to begin tracking these infractions. HR will also be working to publish a memo outlining that these events will not be tolerated and represent terminatable offenses. We will work with the partners on the rollout. Clover key. That's the projectile spit attack, just so you know. Okay, I may need to go through there. I'm assuming this is blockaded or something. Yeah. That requires the plane key. And this is kind of what I mean by this level is so agonizing compared to anything else in the game. Nothing in here that's pulling the auto attack or auto aim. Kraus. So that is a superior handgun. As a result, I'm going to unload this, drop it, grab the clover key, grab the Kraus. Shotgun shells. Shotgun shells stack up to piles of 20. So we're going to peek over here because it's a dead end. There may be supplies or what have you. Just to reiterate, Kraus is armor pierce, it'll pierce the zombies. So if they line up, if you corral them correctly, you can take down a huge horde with only a handful of bullets. So right there's part of the demonstration. And that's the end of the demonstration. Not seeing anything that I can read. Here comes the next zombie. I'm going to use the shotgun on this one. Heads up. In case you're wondering, I'm saving the shotgun for more powerful enemies. We'll leave it at that. Him I make an exception for. Not seeing anything I can read. Here we go. Security Officer's Journal. Our C-level executives have been aggressively courting new clients for the shipping division, but they're getting way too far ahead of themselves. We actually had them sign up for handling deliveries for a diamond and gold repository, one of the largest in the nation. We weren't equipped for this at all, and had to quickly beef up our security and munitions. Finally received our order of handguns, shotguns, and other anti-personnel weapons for use in these deliveries. How do we go from a shipping company to a PMC? This looks like the whole point of coming in here was just that one. We finally finished construction on the beautiful new cafeteria. We hide in the ceiling and installed an amazing wraparound bar. The whole thing looks great. Even better, it's helped with retention and hiring right off the bat. People love not having to grab a quick meal, and we're keeping people here longer each day. Senior management fought us originally, but now they're happy with the investment. We're still having some sewage issues in the bathrooms right next to it, but I'm sure we'll get those resolved sooner rather than later. Okay, that's the barricade. I don't know if you can get that update on your map or not. Don't even want to know. Okay, I'm actually capped for handgun ammo at the moment. Maintenance journal. Holy heck, we're having some serious issues here. The vent system in the bathroom is essentially non-functional right now. It's making the cafeteria smell absolutely terrible. Really, the concern here is if there were a fire, there's nowhere it could vent and it would be extraordinarily dangerous. I hope the fire marshal hasn't come for an inspection. I report the issues and I'll keep trying to remedy them, but there isn't a whole lot I can do here. Assault rifle rounds. So I wonder is the odds of me coming back here are pretty slim. Unless there's a way I can open up data processing. Camera, please. Reload. So here's the aid kit. That's basically a full heal, provided you're not playing the one-hit kill mode. Now, I want to try a shotgun to the face on Fatso here. See if it's a one-hit kill or not. It is not. Don't know if there's anything else here for me to grab. There's the hunter. Hit me with that. Still in fine, though. Gonna be using the shotgun for those in the future, provided they're alone. That's the plane key. So I'm going to drop Ornate right here. Oh my god, this is a dead end. Okay, this is pretty bad. So we're gonna drop these for a sec. Grab this. So I know there's another shotgun over there. But this is what I mean by the inventory is so crippling in this level. Ultimately, once you know where the hub area is, somewhere that you'll be going to quite often, you can try to unload items there just for safekeeping. I think I've been in this room. One shot too many because I was looking away. So the other shotgun was over here. It's right there. We're looking for the central hub. I think that was assault rifle ammo I left behind. I'm not gonna go back for it though, because that is a really long walk. So I want to say it's probably this room that I need to go to. Actually, let's do this. We will load this, but I'm going to leave both here. I'm going to take the assault rifle ammo, though. So we're on a different side of data processing. Haven't seen anything to read lately. And then don't forget, just look at the minimap to see if there's any items. More shotgun shells. So right here I am going to do a bit of backtracking just for the shotgun shell stacking. Ornate key. That's clover. So hopefully that was worth the trip back. Okay, how do I want to do this? I'm gonna drop the assault rifle rounds here. Cannot reiterate enough, if you're playing this on multiplayer, while it doesn't pause while you're in the menu, you have more pockets to hold your stuff. Ornate key, that's probably over here. It's a crawler. Well, we're gonna have to go over there in a moment anyway. That sucked. So ammo-wise, whatever's in my gun is all I've got left. Curious note. I've been meeting a friend almost daily now in the maintenance class behind the cafeteria. It's been so secluded and perfect for a daily workout with all the noise going on. Start making a game out of disappearing from our desks. We've used a number of excuses and I don't think anyone's caught on yet. But Becky did almost catch us the other day. Just covered well by saying I needed additional paper from the closet. She totally doesn't know. So a spare shotgun. Handgun ammo. This one's the ornate key. So I see an ointment right off the bat. It looks like that's really the only thing in here. Combine that with painkillers to make a remedy, which is a full heal item. I'm going the wrong way. Camera angles really do mess with your sense of orientation, I'm afraid. Ornate key. Looks like a crawler. So let's see, I'm gonna drop this here. Better idea. Trying to think of what round I can afford to, or what key I can afford to drop. This is heart key, I think. Yeah. They mentioned the lockpick. Kane starts with that. Elena can, but it's a skill item for her. So you're gonna have to make the call. Is it worth your few skill points in the game? Because you don't get that many. I'm gonna drop the clover key. Here's the DMR. Kinda hoping I can afford to leave the ornate key here. Actually, no, I'm gonna leave the plain key. I might be able to ditch the handgun by now. So right here you just have to keep track of which dots you've covered already. That one, that one, that one. So it's there and there. How am I for handgun ammo at the moment? I'm actually decent. I think this room holds the Magnum. Grenade launcher. So if you want it, there it is, but there's just too many guns. Gonna stick to the rifle and the shotgun, even though grenade launcher is actually decent on him. It's just I have more rounds for the shotgun, which is why I'm gonna give that preference. Now I know one of the keys there is a copy of. Okay, these are the two I'm gonna walk around with. Then if I need to grab those, they're right there. So the locked door... Yeah, the only way to access that is to go to the right here. Handgun ammo. For a second there I thought that binder was a book you could read. Shotgun shells. I want to try something. I was kind of curious as to how many it would take to kill her, since she's on the ground and everything. So is there anything in here? Tremendous amount of blood. Was it a gunshot? So yeah, we're almost done with the level. So I thought there would be more hunters on this level, but there's been a bit of a irradiated zombie. Handgun ammo. Security journal. We're starting to partition off the building based on the level of security for each area. For example, the northeastern wing will be used for storing the new volatile materials. We'll be keeping the keys for that area locked off to the side of the server room in one of the offices back there. We're setting up a policy that anyone entering the hallway will need to be escorted by a member of the staff. We have a larger issue, though. That hallway has a main road access way through the back of the electrical room. Haven't had a chance to put a new security measure in place yet. For now, I'll be barricading off that door with a shelf or something. Maybe also have someone stand watch. Heart key. Suppress the fire. We're good for shotgun shells. No extras, I'm afraid. That's the hunter, up close and personal. And hopefully you can see due to the knockback on the shotgun, absolutely disgusting. I like to use that for the hunters. And it looks like you didn't even need to come into this area. Heads up. Contractor's note. Deliveries just do not stop. We've been starting construction on the northeastern wing of the building. We're running out of room just to put the materials. Just keeps coming in, we keep just stacking it. How do the people playing this not realize that we'd have nowhere to go with these materials? It's unsafe for everyone and a real fire hazard. I've complained both to my union and to the management here, but I'm not seeing any response. I'm just going to quit at this rate. Well, if he's lucky he got out of here in time. But in case you're wondering, all this handgun ammo is here in the event you're playing as Lydia, because she's going to need it. Ointment. Maintenance journal. Fire suppression systems in the place are absolute trash. The others have invested almost nothing into keeping them running properly while lying to inspectors. I'm going to fix all this. Found some old wire in the electrical closet and I'm working to fix the boards. Each board is a bit different though. The previous owners purchased models that function via numerical lock. I'm trying to figure out how to enter the codes on them, but I haven't had much luck. Regardless, I know the code is 24681. Just can't seem to get it to work though. So, I hear their footsteps. Now there will be a spot over here that you can put it in at, that code. It usually glows purple like so. 24681. So that in turn will cause the sprinkler to go off. We can now go through the doorway. So there's another one here. In case you're wondering, I already know the code. It's just... he's stuck on the fire. More handgun ammo. Once again, that's why Lydia is a bit on the OP side. Holy. Okay, plan B. Another fat zombie. Where are all these guys coming from? That's the Magnum right there, by the way. I'm going to drop the heart key here. You know what? I'm going to leave the Magnum 2 rounds. That's not going to do me a damn bit of good. So if we can't find any ammo, that's worthless. Maintenance journal. Looks like it's continued from a previous note. So we finally got the key codes working on these machines after a few days of tinkering. The suppression system in the other hallway should be working now properly, but this one is a doozy. going to have to graft a new panel on it, but I don't have the correct tools. Even if it isn't perfect, it should work in a pinch. The code for this one is 999912. I'll need to make sure I remember that. I'm so annoyed with management. They want their building to be up to code at all times, but they invest nothing in supporting it. It's just frustrating, really. Here's the gold key, which is why you have to come out here. So, I'm gonna ditch this. We'll grab the Magnum. See if I can fire both shots. I believe Harry gets a bonus for that, but I'm not 100% sure. Nine 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 12. Handgun bullets. That's the only thing here. So this you have to have the lockpick for, so Elena and Kane only. I think that has the extra Magnum ammo in it. Yet more handgun ammo. So I guess it's probably possible to get through this without too much trouble on Lydia. Just have to know the keys. Getting ready to ditch the shotgun. So what we can do is we drop this here, grab the Magnum rounds, reload the Magnum, and there we go, we conserve the inventory space. Gold key. So that's the boss for the level. More handgun ammo. Let's grab the Magnum and see if we can down him in 5, 2, 3, 4. So that'll cause the spawn point to appear. Step in that and you have completed office. Or outbreak, I mean. So that took almost an hour. And we'll be going down the levels one by one, trying to read the documents. I'm hoping I got all of them, but you can kind of see the lead up to the outbreak. I'm the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.